What is up? What is up? What is up, you guys? It is a Friday afternoon. Is it afternoon yet? Yep, it's Friday afternoon. And the mister and I are coming from the park. Why do you guys? What do we do? We got our booster shots, y'all. Listen, that thing hurt, okay? I'm not going to sit up here and tell y'all that it didn't hurt. The nurse was really nice. I really loved her personality, and she did warn me. She's like, listen, this is a sharper needle, so it may hurt a little bit. So I was like, okay. So then when she did it, I was like, yeah, that kind of felt like differently than the actual other two needles that I had prior. But you didn't feel anything, right? No.
It's a normal shot.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't ready. I'm not really sure. But
She reminded me of Kevin Hart. No, she wasn't ready.
Is that what Kevin Hart said? She wasn't ready?
He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready? He said somebody wasn't ready, y'all.
No, she wasn't ready.
Anyway, welcome to my channel, Roshana Reveals. This is a space where I champion you to be the best version of yourself, and in the process, encourage you, remind you, help you make a positive difference in this world along your journey. Every once in a while, I also post shenanigans that happen with me and my family, just because that's the way life goes, right? For those of you who don't know, my name is Roshana. For those of you who do know, welcome back. It is always fun to record these videos. Now, I know I'm a few weeks late, y'all, and I did say that I was going to do better. I'm still gonna say that I'm gonna do better. Okay, so what are we doing today? We're just hanging out today, the mister and I. He has a day off and I don't have anything to do on his day off, so we're just chilling, you know, making sure that we do our part in staying protected. And it's a gloomy day down here today. It's like where did the gloominess come from?
It's cloudy.
It was raining a little bit earlier. I don't know. I like it when it's sunny and bright. Yesterday, I went over to my sister's house, and my daughter and my sister and I were talking about seasonal depression and daylight savings time. And we were saying how we do not like daylight savings time because it gets darker earlier and there's really no need for it, at least for us down here. And we're coming to that time of the year where people experience more depression, and daylight savings time does not help. And so we're hopeful that it gets voted away because there's no need for daylight savings time. I mean, none at all. So we're hopeful that, is there a vote coming up next year?
I don't know.
We thought it was supposed to be on the ballot last time.
It'll be a federal thing, I'm sure.
Really?
All the states do it, yeah. All the states do it.
I don't know enough about the voting aspect of it. I thought that it was supposed to be on the last ballot that we had. I don't recall it being on the last ballot, but I know that they've been talking about voting to do away with it. And if they put it on the ballot this time, I will definitely be one to say, yes, we need to get rid of daylight savings time because it is nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. And, around. Y'all, I really do promise. I know how to drive, but I be trying to pay attention, especially with this one here in the passenger seat, who screams at me every single time I drive.
I scream when you're gonna hit stuff with the brand new car.
Yeah, I do be hitting curbs and stuff that, you know, like I do be hitting curbs, but then he screams at me. So I guess I just gotta take it. Anyway.
And I don't scream at you. I scream at you to be careful.
You just say
you make it sound like I call you dumb or
no,
you don't know how to drive.
You don't ever talk to me that way. I never said that. I just said you yell at me. You scream at me.
But I yell at you so that you avoid what you're doing.
What are you doing?
That's not. So you're gonna hit a curb.
You're gonna hit a curb. Are you hungry? No. Yeah. We had a good lunch today. I mean, a good breakfast today. And it was pretty filling, I think. And so about an hour or so, I'll force myself to eat because the problem with me is that I'm not eating enough. And with See, look at the camera. It just be doing whatever. But y'all see, I'm a hurricane fan, so I don't eat enough food, and that is a problem. I was talking to my coach the other night. We had a one-on-one Zoom coaching session, and he really just made me realize that I'm the type of person that strives for perfection, and for me it's like really mental. And instead of focusing on the negative things and the things that I don't like, the things that are not happening, the things I'm not satisfied with, focus on all of the positive accomplishments that I've done. Look at the positive progress I've made, and just know that things do change over time. It's not a magic pill. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, there's a lot of things that I've changed relative to my eating, and I'm still trying to overcome some of the myths and stuff around fitness, and I just really have to focus on y'all gonna focus on this hurricane today, okay? But the one thing that I really have to focus on is eating more food, because I have to eat food to fuel my body, especially given that I'm working out 5 to 6 days a week. And I really, really need to understand that food is my friend and food is fuel. So I have to make sure I'm eating. But for some reason, the last couple of weeks, I just haven't been hungry. Like, I seriously just haven't been hungry. And I've had to force myself to eat because I know that's what I'm supposed to be doing, is eating. So that's kind of what's on my mind, y'all. I just want to encourage you guys to not focus on the negative part of your journey, that each of our journeys are different. I may look at someone like Serena Williams and be like, that girl's got a banging body and I want to look just like her. I'm not going to look like Serena Williams. You know, I can try to chase her aesthetic and chase the kind of body that she has, but my journey is definitely going to be different, and I cannot look at myself and feel like a failure if I don't reach the exact body composition that Serena Williams has, because I'm really not going to do it, you know. But I can work hard. I can look at my goals every single day. I can make the choice to get up and do what I need to do. Even though I fall off the wagon, I know that I've got to get right back up and get right back on the wagon. Did I say that all right? Does that make sense? Sometimes I just be talking just to talk, but I can still have a goal to look a certain way, or to be a certain way, or to have a certain number on a scale. Well, actually, we're going to stop talking about the scale, because the scale is like the devil, and the scale controls like a lot of, especially women's minds, and sometimes, or at least the way that I feel, is like our value is placed on the number on the scale, right? And it shouldn't be. Our value is so much worth more than that number on the scale, you know. I know I can't help it. I know that it should not dictate who I am, how hard I've been working, my goals, and what I want to happen in my life. But sometimes, you know, you just can't help but look at that number and say, 141.
The hard part, excuse me to cut you off, but the hard part with the scale is when you work out every day, you work out today, you don't notice a difference. You work out tomorrow, you don't notice a difference. You work out the next day, you don't notice a difference. When you work out and you start changing your body, you notice things after a period of time. Because you don't see it day to day. But with a scale, you can jump on it every day and see a half a pound up, a half a pound down. And even though your weight fluctuates because of water and everything else in this world, we still look at that for a measurement of whether we're doing good or bad.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
And it sucks because we're all different heights. We all have different bone density. We all have different bone structures. We all have different muscle masses, different fat masses. So you can have two people the same height, both be very healthy or not healthy, and look completely different.
Preach already.
You know what I noticed in some of these Facebook groups I'm in, and not to knock anybody, but if someone puts up a progress picture, so say for instance, a young lady will put up a progress picture, and she'll put up a before picture and she'll put up an after picture, and then she'll put her height and her weight and how long it's taken her to get to that point, right? And then someone in the comments will be like, hey, can you tell me your macros, because I'm your height, I'm your weight, my body composition looks just like you. So it's like they're asking for that same thing, not even considering the fact that even though you may be the same height, even though you may be the same weight, you're not going to necessarily look like that person.
We do different things every day. A guy that works construction is going to be naturally more fit, not naturally because he's working out for it, but because he's doing manual labor all day, versus someone who sits in an office. They could be the same height and the same weight. They're going to look different. You're going to look different. Everything we do is different. The food we eat, everything in our body is different.
Yeah. And speaking of food, y'all, we just literally passed our new favorite restaurant. I want to give a shout out to Bites Asian Bistro. Y'all are doing it. It is the best Thai food I've ever eaten, and we've had some good Thai food, right? We're foodies, and we love to eat, and we love different cultures, we love different local foods. Every time we go anywhere that's not here, we eat like the locals do. But we found this place a couple of weeks ago, and it is the best Thai restaurant I've ever tasted, and I just love it. So I just want to give a shout out to Bites Asian Bistro in Plantation. You guys are doing it. So until we go to Thailand and see what their food tastes like, y'all rank number one. Anyway, yeah, this is going to be a short video today because that's all I wanted to just kind of share.
35 minutes.
We're at 15 minutes, sir. Thank you very much. That's it, you guys. So thanks for rocking with us. Thanks for rolling with us. Thanks for always coming back, and always come back and find out what Roshana